for our employees, uh, we are the guiding star for the client, right? It is like you have to walk the talk. If I have to go and tell the clients, okay, your facility is in the right hand, how can I build the confidence? Is through my people.
All right. So नमस्ते विल्सन, बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया आपका दोबारा शो पे आने के लिए. हमें बहुत कुछ सीखने को मिलेगा आपसे. थैंक यू फॉर ज्वाइनिंग टुडेज गुफ्तगू, वेरी स्पेशल पॉडकास्ट सीरीज जिसमें हम बातचीत करेंगे आपसे कि कैसे हम टच पॉइंट्स को पहले तो आइडेंटिफाई करें, उसे रिड्यूस करें और उसका फ्यूचर क्या है. सो थैंक्स विल्सन, थैंक्स फॉर ज्वाइनिंग.
Are there touch points pre-COVID, and there would be more touch points now and also after the pandemic. I don't know when this pandemic is going to end. But coming to touch points, Disha, there are almost 10 to 12 touch points for a, account or maybe a site where the journey of a visitor, an employee, is being mapped, right? Starting from the security entry, parking, then coming to your lobby, that is the reception. After that, then being in the building, one, and then using the building facilities like the conferences and the other meeting rooms, then using the washroom, going to the pantry or a cafeteria, right? Then after that, exiting the building after everything is done. So there are almost 10 touch points that we map for a property. So how are we going to automate most of them so that a visitor and an employee doesn't have to touch the utility to use it for the purpose, right? So I understand, most of the companies have automated almost more than 50% of their infrastructure so that the individual doesn't have to touch to use it. Like I often read some of your contents on visitor management. That is the most important touch point, because that is the place where anyone who's coming in the building, visitor, employee, has to use the pen, the same book, the same pen used by the number of people to enter his details. Then he has to use some of the iCards given by the reception or maybe the security, wear the same iCard, right? And then get inside the building. So from there, so people have done, this is the most important touch point that I feel has, because most of the time we don't disinfect the pen, we don't disinfect the ID cards after it is used. Sometimes you have to take the slip, visitor slip, take it and then go inside and then get it signed while coming out. So this is most important. One of the most important touch point, I think, has to be automated first. Then the second touch point is when you are inside the building, when you want to go to certain floors, right? The lift buttons are the second touch point, right? And before that, in fact, when you enter the premises, the door, which are mechanical, most of the doors where you have to push or pull to get inside, can we change the mechanical door to an automated door, right? That is also doable, right? So some of these minor retrofitment within the building can help lot of touching aspect to be and use the building. So this is but there, if you really need to map, there are 10 touch points of a individual entering the building and exiting the building.
Absolutely fantastic, Wilson. That makes sense जो आपने हमें बताया. But going forward, हमें identify तो हो गया what are the touch points और क्या है, पर इसे minimize कैसे करें, Wilson? अगर आप हमें बता पाए कि how to minimize these identified touch points at any facility. Over to you, Wilson.
When you say minimize, you can only automate these touch points. We can only minimize the touching of these facilities, but you can't minimize the touch points. The touch points are gonna be there. Those are the touch points where we say where an employee is experiencing the facility. But how are we going to automate some of these touch points, like for example, the lift has buttons. You have to use the lift if you have to travel, but can we change those buttons to sensors, where only by waving your hand on the numerical buttons, or it identifies where you have to go, right? Like I said, security today, it's the sense of security of an individual is only looking at the guard sitting on the gate or at the reception. So the more the person in the building, the more the infection, right? So where can we look at some of the automation in security where you don't need guards, right? It is all managed by PTZ cameras, where it will throw you a lot of insights and alerts if something doesn't go the way you have, so you don't. So first thing is, now how should we minimize the infection in the building, right? Because the more the people in the building, the chances of people infecting and getting infected is more. So touch points are going to be there. We can't reduce the touch point, but only what we can do is how can we automate these touch points so that we get rid of touching it.
Very well said, Wilson, कि हम touch points remove नहीं कर सकते, but हम उसे कैसे मिनिमाइज कर सकते हैं कि लोग जब जाएं तो उसे टच ना करके कुछ और तरीके से करें, जैसे आपने हमें जेस्चर बताया, या कुछ ऐसा ऑटोमेशन हो जाए जिससे हम करें. परफेक्ट. सो विल्सन, मूविंग अहेड, कैसे अभी अगर हम आपसे बात करें तो विल्सन ने अभी जो करंट ट्रेंड है उसमें क्या है, और फ्यूचर में विल्सन क्या देख रहे हैं एज अ लीडर कि फ्यूचर ट्रेंड क्या हो सकता है, और इंडस्ट्रीज को किस तरीके के एसओपीज अपनाने चाहिए टू मेक द फैसिलिटी secure for not only for visitors but for our own employees. Over to you, Wilson.
Most of the clients, infrastructure, when I say whether it is a commercial infrastructure or it's a residential infrastructure, the people have started embarking on a journey of automation, right? And now we will only progress from here. We are not going to regress. We will not go back. Okay. For example, when the COVID started, people used to have the thermal imaging gun, and the person sitting there used to spray disinfection in your hand. Now the thermal imaging gun, it is automated. There is a camera which identifies you as a employee. It marks your attendance, what time you entered, and at the same time it also gives the temperature reading of the person entering the building, right? And I think it is going to be there for long time, right? At the same time, people have gone ahead by integrating the Arogya Setu app by an open API, which also gives you the confidence, the people who are in the building, what is their vaccination status today, right? And why, in case someone is not vaccinated and is entering the building, an alert goes to the FM or the admin or the head of the building facilities, saying there is a person who's there at the reception or entered the building who's not vaccinated, or maybe a person who has is trying to enter the building, but his temperature is beyond a certain degree, so we have stopped him. The security or the reception tells him, sir, please don't enter here. So this is one of them. But if you move forward, in today, we need data, right? For people who are there in the building to understand the trend, which of the facility is more used, right? So I'll give you a very classic example of, let's say, a coffee machine. You have a coffee machine, and you need to know how many which all category of employees are using or liking which set of coffee or tea. How will you know that? Today, even the coffee vending machine is automated. You just have to go. You don't have to touch it. Just take a cup, flash your iCard, right? You will come to know, and just select the coffee or tea which you want to have. Take that, it dispenses it. You go sip it, you enjoy your drink, and go back to your work. At the end of the month, if I have to know a trend saying, okay, why should I order everything? Because I need it. I have got a set of people who only like this number, this coffee. If I have to further deep dive, then I will come to know which section or function likes which coffee, male, female, count, right? The time the coffee is, more coffee is consumed, right? The peak time, the slack time. So you can imagine the set of pattern we will derive, which will actually help me to stock my inventory better. This is just one. Similarly, there are things to analyze your floor occupancy. That will help you to design or save your energy, right? So there are a lot of things, Diksha. I think data is going to be the buzzword, and if someone is there to interpret the data very well, he can absolutely optimize the facility the way he wants.
Very, very well said, Wilson. I think data का महत्वपूर्ण तो है, data is very महत्वपूर्ण, but data पे decision लेना, analytical decision और competitive decision लेकर एडमिन और मेन हेड्स को दिखाना भी हम कर सकते हैं अगर एक बार डेटा आ जाएगा. वो वाली बात मुझे काफी अच्छी लगी व्हेन यू सेड कि कॉफी मशीन है, कॉफी मशीन पे हम लोग टच नहीं करना पड़ता, डिस्पेंस हो जाता है. तो आपने एंड यूजर की बात बताई. हमें थोड़ा और जानकारी चाहिए विल्सन कि अपने एम्प्लॉइज के लिए, हमने विजिटर्स के लिए अच्छा कर दिया, हमने एम्प्लॉइज के लिए अच्छा कर दिया, पर जो हमारे लोग हैं जैसे सुपरवाइजर या जेनिटर, हम उनके लिए टच पॉइंट्स रिड्यूस कर सकते हैं, यस या नहीं? और अगर कर सकते हैं तो हम उनके लिए कैसे कोई प्रोसेस ऑटोमेट करें, जैसे चेकलिस्ट हो जाती है वो भी पेपर बेस्ड है, क्या हम लोग कर सकते हैं विल्सन? और फ्यूचर ट्रेंड क्या होना चाहिए? ओवर टू यू विल्सन.
For our employees, we are the guiding star for the client, right? It is like you have to walk the talk. If I have to go and tell the clients, okay, your facility is in the right hand, how can I build the confidence? Is through my people, right? And for my people, and to be more productive inside the building, today everyone, by the virtue of the internet and smartphone, most of my people are very smart. They actually know how to use the technology for their ease. For example, a smart washroom concept. I'm sure you may know about a smart washroom concept. What it gives you is, we are used to a conventional way of cleaning toilets, right? Which is not needed, because your checklist says every 1 hour someone has to go and clean the toilet. And by design, we train our gen cleaners कि, like you are robot, after 1 hour you have to go and you do it. In that bargain, Diksha, what happens, he goes for that, and one washroom cleaning takes minimum 10 minutes, minimum, depending on the size of the toilet. 10 minutes of that cleaner, plus the water he will use to mop. Third, the chemical that he will use to clean, disinfect, and the air freshener that he will spray. At least 2 ml of each, plus 10 minutes of his effort. If you automate the washroom in a way, like you put the occupancy sensor counter of the users. Second is, the sensors will detect the dampness inside on the floors, on the vanity counter. Third is, it will detect the odor inside the washroom. If there is a foul smell coming inside the washroom, he will come to know. Fourth, it will detect the amount of chemical or soap liquid inside the dispenser and the HRT. Imagine the boy only goes when there is an alert. The alert comes to my cleaner. There is a issue in the air quality inside the washroom. Can you just check? He goes inside, he checks. Okay, there is a foul smell. He immediately sprays. He cleans maybe some urinal chalk up. He comes out. He only goes when it is needed. He doesn't go, but when he goes, he also checks the other parameters and comes out. So if that 8 times cleaning, if I can reduce even to 6 times or 5 times, evenly, so I am reducing his 3 visits. 3 visits is 30 minutes of his visit, plus the amount of chemical and water he will save, right? That 30 minutes per day, if you count for 26 days, right? You can give him something else, some other task, so you make him more productive. This is just an example, right? E-checklist and there's this other checklist which we can feature through your mobile and give a real-time update. That is also there. But I'm just telling you, if you can just automate one aspect of, similarly, pantry. For example, Diksha is. I'm giving. I hope you have time. I'm giving you one more classic example.
Yes.
How does this? So I'll give you a very classic example. Across the world, the most sought after your office desk is the conference room. People just look for conference room, and they don't get it. They want to block it. Some people are late. They just go and find that I've got a visitor. I need to block a conference room. When he opens the system, he says all the conference room are blocked. But Diksha, I can bet you, out of all the block conference rooms, only 50% of conference rooms would be occupied. Rest all people have blocked it, and they have just kept it, assuming they may need it. But is it really needed? How can we automate conference rooms? Right? Conference rooms get you block the conference rooms. If you don't show up by 10 minutes, it gets released. Now further, you can make your pantry staff more productive, because once you go into the conference room, you have to call pantry. Please come in. I have got a guest. I want you to serve the guest. He comes in. He takes your order. Right? He goes back. He brings water. He brings coffee, cookies, and he serves. And as per the protocol, after 15-20 minutes, he has to come back to do the cleaning, right? And go back. And he goes back. Or sometimes he doesn't come because we say don't come until we don't call you. And in between you end the meeting and you go back. How will the pantry boy know the meeting is ended? How will you know? So if you further go and integrate your technology, which gives alert to the pantry boy, you don't have to call. The moment Diksha enters the pantry or the conference room with your guest, he gets an alert. Conference number 2 is meeting started. He comes on his own because he's got an alert. He comes on his own. He takes your whatever order, goes back, and he comes back, and he does the clearance and goes back to the pantry, and he will come to know when you ended the conference, because when you log out from the conference, he gets an alert. The alert doesn't only go to the pantry but also go to the housekeeping boy or the supervisor. He comes to know there was a conference room which was occupied. The pantry boy comes and does the clearance. The cleaner comes and does the conference room cleaning, and the conference is ready for the next meeting. Right? And further, if you go deep dive, you have automated the entire pantry services, which gives you the consumption of tea consumed, coffee consumed, the cookies consumed. At the end of the month, you get a better insight to do a better ordering. And further deep dive to come to know which gentleman had that many meeting and which gentleman had that many visitors, and on which day was the coffee consumed more, which day the cookies were consumed more. It is a wastage or it is not a wastage. So all these things will, small things, Diksha, but it leads to a lot of savings, so this is what it is, So this is just one of the touch point where you don't have to actually get himself involved. It is just automated. So everything can be automated by reducing touch points.
But आपने जो विल्सन जो अभी आपने एक चीज बताई थी कि कॉफी मशीन करने से जो नोटिफिकेशन जाएगा वो ना तो सिर्फ पैंट्री को जाए बट साथ साथ सुपरवाइजर को भी जाए फॉर क्लीनिंग एंड अदर. तो आपकी बातों से मुझे ये लगा नॉट ओनली ऑटोमेशन इज ओनली वन सिंगल पोर्शन, बट यू टॉक्ड अबाउट कनेक्टेड फैसिलिटी मैनेजमेंट और कनेक्टेड चैनल की मैं सबसे बातचीत कर पा रही हूँ, सब आपस में कनेक्टेड है. तो वो मुझे बेहद अच्छी लर्निंग लगी, अच्छी बात लगी, और आई एम श्योर दिस गोइंग टू बी द नेक्स्ट ट्रेंड. बट लास्ट क्वेश्चन मैं आपसे पूछना चाहूंगी एंड देन प्रॉब्ली वी कैन रैप अप. ये जो फ्यूचर ट्रेंड है विल्सन, जो अभी आपने हमें बताया और कितनी महत्वपूर्ण बातें बताई कि अगर हम डेटा देखेंगे कि क्या कंजम्पशन है क्या है, तो हम एंड में अपना एनर्जी भी सेव कर पाएंगे, हम रिसोर्स सेव कर पाएंगे, प्रोडक्टिविटी इंक्रीज कर पाएंगे और पैसे भी बचा पाएंगे इंडस्ट्री का, कंपनी का. पर ये जो ट्रेंड आपने बताया, ये फ्यूचर में कितना इम्पोर्टेंट है और कैसे हम इसे एक इंडस्ट्री स्टैंडर्ड को लेके जाएं और हम कैसे इंडस्ट्री लीडर्स को भी बताएं कि दिस इज व्हाट द नीड ऑफ द आवर. ओवर टू यू विल्सन.
Now we don't have to do a lot of preaching on technology, because I think since the pandemic hit us 2020, people have realized the importance of touch points, the importance of technologies, how this will not only help them, but it will drive the right culture and behavior in the organization. And this is going to definitely be the future. Now, the trend, if you ask me, in a facilities management industry, as a leader, for me, what is more important is the employee health and safety. Today, the well-being, if in short, not about health and safety, the well-being of an employee being in a building. Most of the time, if people come back after pandemic, I'm sure it's never going to be 100%, because we have learned our this in a very hard way. People have realized people can work from anywhere in the world, any part of the country. Only the essential team members who need to be in the office, they may have to come to the office. But I think otherwise, people in the office can work from anywhere. But whenever they are in the building, as you said, how are we connected with the building, and how do someone read what's happening in the building and listen to the building what's happening in the building? It can only happen, Diksha, if all your assets are connected and speak with each other. We need smart infrastructure today to so that we go beyond our regular way of working to do a predictive way of working, right? Why should I just go and spend money because it says in the SOP कि आपको ये खर्चा करना ही पड़ेगा, because otherwise your asset will fall down? No, I think if you do your planning well, if you get into the technology and smart infrastructure for your buildings and assets, you will not only save the cost of your resources, but if you will also look at a very sustainable way of running your infrastructure. So I will only say the future would be only on two things in facilities. One is the well-being of the people, right? And what are your sustainability goals? So that you consume less energy, right? And you produce more, right? And how sustainable your building operations are, that's more important. So these are the two important things that will drive every boardroom, right? I think most of the senior leaders are the compensation and the PLIs and some of the bonuses are also linked to sustainability goals. Even for us, we have to drive sustainability in everything that we do, not only for our clients, but also for our own employees and organizations. That will only come when you embed technology, the right technology. There are a lot of things. So today, what happens? There are a whole plethora of technologies. How do you know which one suits you? Just because it is available in the market, should I bring it in my building? No, not really required. There may be only few of them that if you implement it in the right way, will give you a long term benefit.
आई थिंक विल्सन, आपने मुझे एक डायरेक्शन दे दिया कि हमें नेक्स्ट टॉपिक इस पे रखना चाहिए कि किस प्रकार की टेक्नोलॉजी को, किस प्रकार की इंडस्ट्री को समझना और क्या कैसे लगे. तो आई थिंक वो उस पे हम लोग डेफिनेटली आएंगे. ये बहुत इंटरेस्टिंग पोर्शन होगा समझने के लिए. बट यहाँ पे बहुत सही आपने बोला कि हर चीज कनेक्ट होना बहुत जरूरी है. तभी फ्यूचर में दो चीजें इंपॉर्टेंट है, एम्प्लॉय सस्टेनेबिलिटी, एम्प्लॉय की वेलबींग इज इंपॉर्टेंट, और फ्यूचर में आप लोग कैसे कर रहे हैं इंडस्ट्री ग्रोथ या इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर कैसे हम लोग देख रहे हैं. थैंक यू सो मच विल्सन, आपसे काफी कुछ हमेशा इंसाइट्स मिलता है, सीखने को मिलता है. आपका बेहद कीमती वक्त देने के लिए बेहद शुक्रिया विल्सन. थैंक यू
सो मच. हैव अ ग्रेट वीकेंड. टेक केयर. थैंक्स.